Hello comrades, and welcome back to some real works and resources Soviet Republic. Just outside our little coal mining town, Jazalis. We continue from the coal mining, and obviously coal export makes proper sense. And then I'm assuming we can already see what it's probably going to be because of the symbol. So we have coal, that symbol there looks like bauxite. If we look at the map here, we can see the symbol, geological map in there, maybe iron, and then that will probably be steel. So give you a general look of what's going to happen. We can't unlock this one here for some reason. It says I need to research. I need the following research completed to start scenario distribution office. Now, that is something I'm going to do because I think by now our geological faculty should be researched. So let's go down here, let's just check how things are working out in the centre of Grantugoslakia. If you are enjoying the series, thank you so much to everyone who's supported and continuing to watch. And let me know what your sort of city's looking like, where you got buildings, what's your plans for it. Good amount of people working. Is that the new bus route maybe? No, it's not the new bus route. I wonder where our new bus is. Is it on the way? Here it is. Not too many people. There's only 9 students, so everyone can get whatever we need in that small coal mining town, which is great. Just the students are needed. Anyway, research is done. So what we're going to do is going to go to the... Hopefully here, we can research airport infrastructure if we want to for later on, and I will definitely do that after the campaign. I had a look on the Steam forums. It seems like you won't explore the airport side of things in the campaign, the first part anyway. So after this main campaign is done, we'll continue on this map and probably do some more research into the airport stuff. Anyway, going back to what we need to research, distribution office. So based on what I can see here, this is all for industry, and we don't really have anything for the office. So let's go over to our USSR or USSR headquarters, and let's see what we can research. So this is where you will research the logistics. That's what we need. So logistics optimization. I think that's where we're going to get it from, guys. It's very empty, that building. There doesn't seem to be many people there, even though there's tons of staff. There's nobody outside. I really want to get some more vehicles on the road. Everything's running pretty smoothly and efficiently in this side of the city. And then obviously we're going to build probably, given that I've had some time to think about it, given we got a nice little train station here and a nice little setup for the cargo warehouse. Warehouses are still packed though, full of things, which is not good. That one's a little bit emptier, and that one is... of course, that one's now filled to 100% capacity, great. So this is not really working out in my favour. Yeah, so I was going to do another farm, rural area, but then I was thinking, well, if we expand the city too much, people are not going to have access to things, so... And it seems redundant to build a farm unless they've got access, but if we look at the topography, it's actually really good in between Sargorod and Shlopoletsk. This is ideal here for farmland, or this side here, so I was kind of thinking of doing that and then just connecting it via that road there. As you can see, we're going to be able to fit probably, you know, a good 3 or 4 fields there, and that'll produce enough crop to last us infinity. I'm going to do it anyway. It's not part of the campaign because we've done the fields campaign mission. We're going to do it anyway for the sake of planning ahead. So we're going to get 4 big fields here. Now that should take care of the entire Republic. Missing clothes. Let's see what's going on there. Yeah, so this storage here, guys, wasn't as big as I thought it'd be. It's mostly fabric. I mean, if it just completely clogged up full of things, there's absolutely no room for anything whatsoever. We are going to have to export pretty soon. So yeah, we got the farms built, and this will just serve as a backup. Let's get some grain storage. Let's get some mega grain storage. So I probably need a train track to transfer it likely down here. If we're going to transfer it to the other warehouse, which will store 520 tons. Or 11,200, which is a little bit better. The maximum it seems would be 11,200. Let's do that. And this really will be like the absolute core then of the farming industries. The absolute core. Let's do that. That should now allow us to connect those spare 2 tracks there, which is kind of what I was hoping for. And we can also connect some industries if we need to. We're going to connect a road here and just make sure everything is semi-fluent at least, and then we'll keep this connected via here. Smooth it out a little bit, nice rounded corner for the turn, and back around there. We're going to leave a little gap just between the road and the farms. Doesn't have to be particularly big. Rural district, we may build some houses here, some rural houses. Those high quality ones that we built before are ideal. Okay, so we have a road there. We have 2 roads here, one for the internal, so one going into the building. And one going out of the building, that's nice. So we've got 2-way flow there. Let's change that actually, so we've got that one going in. And that one going out. Okay. If you look closely, you'll notice the train tracks are not going to be completely aligned. And that's, you know, as expected. I don't think you'll get it perfectly. And that's what these 2 tracks are left empty for, guys. Any extra connections we needed, which we in fact do. And then when they go down here, if they need to, they can change to the... no, they can't change that other track, but they can continue straight through to the warehouse. Just make sure they can. Looks like only that one can. And not this one, so... oh, actually, that one can. It can connect on the inside there. And, of course, it can go straight to the export, which is good as well. Let's connect it up there. Let's make sure it's nice and smooth. As you can see, we'll probably have room here for a... I would have liked to have added a civilian train station, so obviously here we could add... maybe here we can add one, and... you know, a citizens train platform, 900, 800 workers... a metro station with entrance, but we want a proper train station. 900 workers on there. Yeah, if we add that there, guys, they will be able to then hopefully all get to it via the bus routes, and then we can connect the other town to it as well. I don't know, I don't really want to risk it just yet. We'll wait, we'll hold off on the train station until we're a bit more established. Anyway, we need a farm. In this case, we're going to go for the... we probably don't need a large one. It depends. It doesn't really tell you how much fertilizer it needs. It just says... yeah. It would be ideal if it did. But anyway, that will give you like 40 tons of fertilizer. That's a bit more. I think large is probably needed just because it has more vehicles. So let's go and add that one there. We can connect it to the... hopefully to the grain storage. It's just about, it just means we're going to have that road going. I can do it on that side. That's a bit better, isn't it? It's looking neat there. That's how I expected it to look, and it's come out pretty well. 1,000 days. So on realistic mode, guys, that would take, you know, a good couple of years just to build that one farm there. The grain storage is looking very, very industrial, very, very brutal, let's say. Much more than the other one. But it's good. It's looking alright, I think. It's tolerable. Favourite tracks playing. This one over here doesn't look too bad. It's not as imposing. At least it fits in with the other factories, which are polluting the shit out of our city, by the way. And after we've done this, we'll build the... we'll start the next mission. Just want to get this farm stuff done and make sure the city is in fact going to be well supplied in the future. So as you can see, plenty of vehicles. How many fields we got? So 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably only need 4 tractors, and then we're going to get the mega trucks on this one. 4 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4 combines as well. And of course we're going to import the fertilizer. Nice. So as you can see, they're all covered, and that's a much better and much more efficient method than having 10 small ones, which although is good for the factory purposes, is not going to be good for the long-term survival. Although that can store 3,200 tons of crops, it's only got 380 in it at the moment. This one here though is 14,000 tons, and you know the farm can store up to 144 tons, so already it's got a heck of a lot more storage, and that'll be generally better for the food which we're going to produce here at some point via factory. So we could pre-plan ahead, but since we've got no crops, there's no point. When we do start to get crops, the food factory will get slipped in probably right there, and then that'll guarantee our republic has enough for the future, so we can sustain ourselves, which I believe is a bit later on in the game. Anyway, let's get on with the mission. Return to our coal mining town, our new district, and continue with coal export. New character, greetings. Borislav Fedorov, Minister of Transportation, Sir Republic. Role involves overseeing the efficient movement of resources across our nation, as we currently lack heavy industries. To fully utilise our coal, we will focus on transporting its customs houses for export. Trains are the most efficient means to transport aggregates like coal due to their speed and vast carrying capacity. So we're getting just ahead of the campaign. The campaign is a little bit slow, and it tells you to do things. It let us in the wrong order last time. It would, when it comes to the train stuff, that should be built first. The infrastructure should be there first to support the industries. Otherwise, you've got an industry that's sitting there producing stuff, and you can't do much with it unless you're going to be using it, you know, inside your country. But in our case, we're not. So it's kind of left the factories a little bit redundant until we can export. Anyway, they're most efficient. Let's optimise the transportation infrastructure and make a strategic use of our natural resources. So we're already ahead, so we've probably already done this. Yeah, we got train aggregate loading and something there, but it didn't say it. There was no text. Train depots, essential hubs where train parts can purchase, configure and set up for their dexters and get your tests. This depots serve as the heart of our railway network, enabling us to efficiently transport goods and resources throughout the Soviet Republic. We are going to need an absolutely huge train, guys, because it's going to be taking coal. Let me just show you, if you remember our train track. It's going to be, so it'll be coal from there. It's going to come down this line, and it's probably going to stop at some point here, but not quite yet. And then it'll come down. It's going to go to the warehouse and export from the warehouse as well. So that's a very, very big train. We're going to need probably about 8 or 9 wagons on it. Transport coal all efficient. Should purchase a train from the train people and give it orders to load the coal at the aggregate loading station and load it at customs. Ensure there is a rail track connection between the loading station and the customs house, so the train can reach both destinations and return to the depot when needed. Ensure there's a rail connection between the loading station and the customs house. Well, there is. There's a few stops on the way, but there's definitely connections there. Let's do it then. Let's get our first train. The coal industry is taking off. Okay, we have a lot of variety here. We have tons of trains. We have some trams. We have a pig diesel Czechoslovakian. Looks like a pug. Like, I guess you'd call it a pug train. Here they call it a pig train. These are more passenger stuff, and open hoppers we are going to need. But we also have boxcars, trams, as I say, refrigerations. Right, we're going to need a diesel train, and we're going to need a powerful diesel train. So let's get the best one we can. 97 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 252 tons. That's looking like the best one so far. Let's get that. That's quite fast as well. Let's go ahead and get a hopper, which it doesn't tell you to do. A hopper wagon will carry the coal. So we're going to estimate we're going to need 1 train, but we may set another one up in the future. So let's just put 4 coal hoppers on. I'm going to put another one on for some of that corn and food that we're going to be exporting. So boxcars. We don't want to export all of our stuff because we're going to need it for our own country, of course. So we're going to send 2 for now, and we're going to see how that copes. So trying to figure this out. So let's send it to our first stop down here. It's a little bit difficult to see it because there's a lot of things on screen. Ah, there we go. So it goes there, and then it should come down here without any issues. It should be able to transfer from that, yeah, from the outside to the inside tracks, and then from the outside, yeah, from the outside to the inside, and then up to the warehouse here, and then to the customs house as well. We can confirm it, so load. We want it to load there as well. And then when it gets to customs, unload. It should really know this, but I'm still having to tell it what to do, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Anyway, let's start. Let's watch our first train. This is pretty nice. No issues at all on the route. There it goes, the pinnacle of the Grantugoslakia train list lines, and you got to see just how effective my train lines actually are, guys. They're really, really good. It's freezing as well. Let's watch it go all the way to the coal mining industry area. Let's see if it'll fill up the 4 hoppers. If it does, we're going to add another hopper onto it. It's got 2 wagons about there for the storage. The train line though has been absolutely 100% efficient. There's no issues in it just yet. We'll have to wait and see if we can throw a couple more trains in there perhaps to increase the coal export if needed. Although if we do that, we're going to need sidings up on this part where he is now. Let's see how much coal it can actually load up. So the coal wagons there, the hoppers are loading. It looks like they're all loading up, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, and is the 4th one to start loading? That's where we'll start to see some issues if there's a storage problem. So the 4th one started. That's got 2,000 tons of coal in it, guys. 2,000. That's absolutely insane. The industry here transferring very well from the ore to the storage to the thing there, but there's no animation to the train station. 2,000 tons. That must have like unlimited storage because I can't see a limit on it. That's got 2,500 tons. The train's got 200 ton limit on it. Yeah, all the hoppers are full, which means we're going to add another train wagon onto it because it's only got a capacity of 200 tons. We're going to have to get probably 6 or 7 wagons on it now. So how how do we do that? Do we have to send it back to the depot? Let's send it back to the depot after it's gone to the customs house, and then we'll add a few more wagons to it. Excellent job. Excellent work, comrades. Now let the train do its job as we export 150 tons of coal. Well, that's not going to be difficult. We got 2,000 tons of coal in storage. We've got so much storage that even if we was to go bankrupt, holy smokes, look at our money. We still got 4.3 million rubles. And we're up to 5,200 people. But yeah, we got so much storage that even if we were to go bankrupt, as soon as we start exporting it all, we're going to bring in tons and tons of money. Optimise the transportation network have been commendable, and they will surely boost the nation's economic growth. Yes, I mean, you saw how much the price of clothes were. Our clothing storage is brilliant. Our clothes are pretty much, you know, the thing we're going to make money from. The coal, not so much. Recall, we do only have... It's even gone down in price for the coal ore. The coal is 20, but the coal ore is 10, which is pretty bad, actually. I wonder why that's only got coal and not coal ore in it. Coal ore. Coal ore. That's very strange, isn't it? That does make coal ore from the coal that we import, but then it's only storing coal, not coal. I don't get that. I don't get that. It seems like another bug. Anyway, we've not got long to do this. We're pretty much going to do it in one shipment because the train's got 200 tons on board. Again, we're going to monitor it and see if it'll pick up all the stuff outside of the warehouse as well. Yes, it's picking up pretty much tons of storage, alcohol, clothing, fabric and food. Remember, it's got a much more capacity than the warehouse, so we can probably empty the warehouse in one run. $23 tons of clothes. This is gonna bring a lot of money in, guys. $1,200 rubles per ton. We've got 32 tons of clothes exporting. Watch our money shoot up now, probably to 4.5 million. 33 tons of fabric, 6.3 tons of food. Says our money, 57,000 rubles worth of export. That's insane. Are we even going to be able to export it all? We've done all the fabric and clothing stuff and the food. Just 100 tons of coal left. Yeah, so we really did go back up to almost 4.5 million. This is so efficient. It's unbelievable how well this city's done. I did not expect to do this well. The connections from all the buildings have worked out great. The industry's working out pretty good as well. We're definitely going to add more wagons onto that when it gets back into the warehouse, into the train depot Stargrad. As you can see, it's emptied it. We're a lot more money rich. We're not going to go bankrupt. So the import is... Let's have a look at our statistics on the import and export side of things. So we're importing... It says 57,000 resources. That's quite a lot. We need to overcome that. Oh, sorry, exporting 57,000, so that's pretty good. And then 5,000 imports. So we're pretty much in the green, 52,000 in the green. So we're basically importing the minimum amount. We're not importing that much at all. Let's go onto the farm. We are, I think, importing there, yeah. So we could probably stop importing from there and in here as well. and that would actually save us more money. But since we're in the green, there's probably no need to do that. Anyway, train's gone back in there. We're going to add another wagon onto it. I think this is how you do it. Yep. We're going to add another 2. Those 2 didn't go full for the domestic products. I say domestic, but like, you know, crops. You can see the list there. And even livestock if we wanted to. But the ore ones were completely full, and we only had 200 tons capacity on it. Each of them is 50 tons capacity. These ones obviously a little bit different for each. Yeah, this is mostly a hopper train at the moment. Let's do that. Let's get the train on the go again. So we should be able to just depart now and go back to our next stop. Brilliant. Delete it, guys, just in case, because it'll go back. But yeah, the efficiency there, there's going to be absolutely 0 issues in the future. Okay, great, we're going to let the train run. I'm going to continue. So it is indeed iron mining, and then we're going to be doing probably steel next. So as a Republic, Minister of our Soviet Republic, I must emphasize the importance of mining iron. Iron is key input material for producing steel. There we go. Strange, but it's the way it's been done in the game. Integral parts are integral to the growth of our industries. By prioritizing iron mining, we can ensure a steady supply of essential resource. Lowering construction costs for almost every kind of infrastructure. So, again, just making you like more efficient economic management and resource management for when you play realistic mode, because there's no need for building resources in this campaign. So go and go back to the farms. Let's just minimize the campaign mission for now, and as you can see, the process on the farms is coming along well. Everyone over here is satisfied. It's just the church that's missing, and that is literally it. People over here are a little bit different. They're saying about culture, but they have got... Ah, my mistake. I thought they had a house of culture there. Let's add one in now before we forget. Yes, I thought that I'd added one. There we go. So now hopefully that satisfied the culture side. But a lot of them are saying sickness. One without a job. Some without a job. Everyone there can get to that. There is work in the area. There's not a lack of work there. People can go and work at the university. That's the main one. We're going to do some more research here on probably fertilization to just boost our yields, or maybe we could do... We're probably going to need those actually if we're going to do the iron and steel missions. Just choose locations where iron ore is, but building mines in areas of high iron ore reserves will optimize production efficiency and yield a greater supply of this resource. Let's do that then, so we don't need to research it, I don't think. We've done the geological study. Ah, now we've got to do geological mapping in order to find it. Right, let's get the research done. And there's tons of people working there and tons of people doing research, which is great. These guys over here should be researching, yep, distribution office for the campaign for the distribution side of things. Going back to the farms, we will eventually connect those up via the train route, or maybe have our own separate train route for that farm. And we're probably going to need a bus stop there for the industry as well. What have we got? We've got one connection there which does in fact cross the tracks. Where should we have it? I think we should have it go in... Is there a road connection to that bus stop? I was going to say across there and then into the bus stop area, but... Let's try that. It just gives people a better reach, and the bus route be able to get through there a little bit easier. We're only going to build a small one again, so this platform small. Don't want to block where the factory's going to go, although we can just slip it in there if we really wanted to. Let's try it there. Now, in this case, we're probably going to be able to put 2 food factories there if we really wanted to, or we could even build another clothing factory since it's so valuable. We are going to need a warehouse to store these things. I'd recommend going for the biggest one available if you've got these massive crop storage things as well. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough room. Yeah, so we want the biggest one available. That'll do, and hopefully then we can transport... Oh, actually, no, we need to connect it to the food factory, not the farm. A little bit of a mistake there. Let's just cancel that. I made a mistake there. We're supposed to have the farm, the food factory going into the storage, so let's build the storage first. We've even got meat storage there. Go for the 1200 one. We'll do it there, and then we'll put the food factory onto the sort of back side of it. Don't be afraid of deleting things if you get it wrong as well, because you're not restricted, are you, by any rules? And then that's where the connection from the storage to the factory will go, and it'll also have a direct one, probably to the farm, maybe not. Hey, a little bit cramped in, but it should, again, it should be perfectly suitable. Around like that. There we go. Brilliant, so the industry here is going to start producing and hopefully start storing things in advance. And then when we need it, we probably don't even need... Well, eventually we might have to transfer it from there to, I don't know, just a bigger warehouse down here, which is something I might build now actually. But the only one with train track available seems to be the small ones. Unless I'm missing something. Yes, the warehouse there's got a train track, but it's not that big. Let's just see how much we're making on the money. So it still says we're losing money. I think it's decreasing, but it says we're still losing money even though we're in the positive. No, we're losing, for some reason, 126. That might be because they just built all those buildings, actually, yeah. So we imported resources to build it, and deliver them costs money as well. I didn't see that happen, but it did. We imported vehicles, apparently. Foreign manpower. Okay, so it does add up. So that's just debt from the new buildings. But that'll clear up pretty soon. Everything though from the train is working. It's still done it. It has decided to go through the warehouse route, which is nice, which is where it's meant to go. And back again, of course. If we want to add more, we can do. Got to keep an eye on it. Can do 350 tons of coal now, which is brilliant. 2,500 max storage. So we might actually need 2,500 in there as well. We might actually need another storage down here. And I was going to do that road here, so let's do that now. There we go. Aggregate storage. not sure where this stuff is. It was a little bit easier to find last time, but it's gone. Ah. Train aggregate loading and unloading. This is unloading cableways. Am I missing something here? Oh, there's storage, is it? At the end, right. We put the 2,500 tons, but we're probably going to need that 5,000 ton one, which is kind of a shame. The topography here is not great. It's right on a hill. We could slip it down here, but again, we're going to have to build more infrastructure. Let's just build it because we need the storage space, and that's going to make more money for us as well. And then we can build the road round to the side. So let's do that. There you go. Now we've got a nice 5,000 ton storage place there for the coals, and you know, that won't be transferred to the train station unless we put one here. Let's build that now while we've got it available. So loading, we need the train loading, aggregate loading. It depends how complicated you want to do it. It's up to you. 123 meters. It is tempting just to build on these. So 4 tracks on there. That's got 5 tracks. We're going to have to stick with the 2 tracks for now. We're going to add another one here, I think, and then let's just pause it a sec. At least this way, this will help. Yeah, we'll have to add more wagons as well, but it will help to bring the storage space down a little bit. Straight from there into there, straight from there into there. We may as well connect the ones up as well. There's no track there, but in the future, as I say, we may have another train there, so we're just sort of pre-planning ahead. Again, use the pause mode, guys. It is available to you. Roads connected there. They've now got a bypass through there across the train tracks. This one can come right round. The ambulances if needed. A bit of steeper road there. Curves round. Joins along there or something like that. For some reason it's prohibited, no crossing allowed, so we're not allowed to put road there. There we go. Now we'll unpause it, the whole thing should be working as expected. No, it's gone back, so it should turn around when the thing here is complete. Research has been completed as well from the party of research logistics now, so that campaign mission should come online. I'm going to have to modify this route to... Right, I think I'm getting a bit mixed up, so you can't transfer, if you remember the diagram. You can't transfer from storage to storage, so we're going to have to do that via car. This is what I wanted to build a road depot over here for, so let's go in and do that. We only need a small one. And that'll transfer the product from here to here, and then that'll go from there to there. Let's slip it right in there so it's not getting in the way. Maybe like that, or will it get in the way a little bit? Trying to keep it neat at the same time. You've got to have a little bit of planning, haven't you? A bit of sophistication in cities. No, it's not going to work there, so we'll stick it down here somewhere. It's not too important where it is, just as long as it's near, and then it will save time when you take in the products, the materials. That'll get built. They'll then start transferring from one storage to the other. So this connection here, guys, is redundant. You are safe to get rid of it. Just go for the biggest one available. Make sure you get the open hull. Not the open hull, excuse me. There is one available here, I think, for that. Is it covered hull? Or you can put coal in, I guess. No. Waste trucks? I wonder if there's actually any way of transferring it. What would it come under? So let's just think. Maybe it's not available. The type of vehicle that we're supposed to use is maybe not available. Oh, actually, dumper trucks, of course. Yeah, and this time we've got Belarusian, SSR, Czechoslovakian. It produced a lot of vehicles, the Czechoslovakians. There's tons of them in this. Yeah, this is the one for the ore, so that was the best one available. Let's get 2 of those, and we're going to set the route from there to there, and it's simple as that really. Load and unload. Start, copy route. So the plan now is going to make sure to make us rich, or make us richer, is to transfer the it's a little bit of a long journey to get onto the route, but once we're on it, it's a quick back and forth. Yeah, so since this has got 2,500 stored, that's the maximum. We're going to start to transfer it via the dumper trucks to the other storage, which has 5,000 tons. It would make sense to have the 5,000 tons connected to the coal processing plant in Jajalis, but since we've done it a little bit differently, there's no point in changing it. We've got this little one here as well. That'll start to fill up, and then we can start to add the train routes. Let's do that now, actually. 350 tons, so it's at maximum capacity. It is carrying the max. Before we change the route, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to send it back to Sargrad train depot, where it's going to add a few more wagons to it. We haven't got time to start, well, we have the iron mining, but we still need to do the research, so it's giving us a bit of time to have a bit of a mess around and get things proper sorted and ready for the future of our economy. At which point, I guess, we'll become self-efficient immediately. So as you can see, this thing is loading up the storage there, which means we can also fill that up with things as well, and everything here can produce, hopefully start producing things again. Let's speed it up, guys. We could add more onto this, or we could just add another train, but I think we should just make do with the one we've got. This is going to keep us out of the negative and keep us in positive. Statistically, we're doing well. We're almost at 5,500. 96% happiness, 99% on food, 91% on health. I really want to clean up that cardiovascular stuff, but I don't think there'll be a mission for it available now on this campaign. Yeah, the only thing that's lacking is the religion. We're a little bit low on the alcohol addiction, so maybe we need to build more pubs. But health is really good. This is probably the sport and the activities we have. You know, mostly productive age workers, a few babies and children who haven't got school, unfortunately. Anyway, we went to the depot here. Let's add probably several more open wagons to it. It's the only one available, the open hopper, so will that add it to it or not? We're just adding tons now for the sake of it. Start that, again, just delete it. Just send it back there when you need to do that, guys. It's a really easy thing to do. So now hopefully it should have like tons and tons of wagons on it. No, it still doesn't have the money. It looks like we might actually have to have another train route. So let's add another one. Let's add those onto there. I guess we get to see the dual train operation in operation for our route. Copy that route from there, plus the new stop. It's gonna go there, and then it needs to go from there to there. Right, it's gonna load up. Copy that route. We may, as I say, we may need a bypass and a siding for that for train, but I think for now we'll be good. Yeah, I'm trying to copy the route to the one in the warehouse. I don't think it's going to be possible to do it. Unless we perhaps pin that. But then it opens... Ah, there we go. Right. No, still no way of doing it. Let's just add the route manually and let's just have it go in. Those two, and we're going to have it going down probably to the warehouse as well. Or actually, let's skip the warehouse. That other one can deal with it, and we'll send it straight to the export. 350 ton capacity in this train, so hopefully it should be able to deal with the access. This one here is just waiting for harvest, but so far so good in terms of the fertilization. And then 14,000 tons of crops ready for the storage and the food production there, which will, again, might be useful going straight into a clothing factory or something. Yeah, I wonder if we should keep this separate. We should have a route, a line, just continue through there like that. That works out a little bit better. It's not quite doing it properly though, is it? A little bit of glitch there. Ah, there we go. So now, hopefully that can bypass the crops straight into there. That's gone completely wrong, hasn't it? Into there, and okay, brilliant. They connect up nice and well. We're going to put a stop there just in case we have any trains waiting. Let's keep doing that. This train's it. So the lights are working. They are stopping for the trains. That should technically be going because this is an empty lane. Will be an empty lane when they can bypass through it. I see, I see. So the idea is to get one on two on these. Let's put the one here. We'll build this route right round, and at least that way give them choice. I think that's important. If you give the trains choice, they'll have hopefully being programmed to take the route that hasn't got a train on it. 350 tons of coal still, so we're going to make a lot of money off that. Again, that's about 7,000, but then the clothing will bring it up to like 50,000, so it's a lot more money. Okay, I'm really happy with the train lines, and the whole industry in the district thing is just so good. I want to hear feedback on it all. I want people to tell me what they've done on theirs and whether it's very similar to this. This one over here is a little bit probably over the top, but it still works. We've already got 99 tons there from the two dumper trucks there. They can only carry 25 tons, but that's fine. And then, of course, from there, that can only store the maximum amount that's in the aggregate storage at Charge Release. Okay, so as you'll see, the doctors are using the facilities to treat people. The pollution here is probably going to make people very sick, as I said before. We'll just have to wait and see if it actually does affect them. It seems to be blowing the other way though, so hopefully that's yeah, it's only 9 meters a second, so it's hopefully going to blow the opposite direction. Oh, no, he's gone down the wrong, he's gone down the wrong one. Oh, what a fool. He's just rode straight into the other train. No, he's not taking the bypass. Oh, okay, we need to let's connect them first. My mistake. Oh, that's gone a bit backfired. It was working so well as well. We need to connect these to each other like this. And then we need to get lights. Yes! So now they can go from one track to the other and hopefully... Yeah, that's a real pain. I don't know how we're going to do that. How are they not going to turn around, or... Now have it go in there, perhaps? Just send it to the stop there, and hopefully it'll clear out. Oh no, we may have to sell that new train just to get this thing... Yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? Oops. Now we've got an issue on the routes. There shouldn't be, that train's just vanished. There's a green light showing. There we go, I think the issue's sorted. I think if we buy one now, it should be able to do it without any issues. Let's get this fixed on this episode, guys, so we're not dragging it on into the next one. Add the route again. Trial and error, a lot of this is, it's not as easy as you think it is to get it perfect. Close to perfect as possible. There's still a route error there coming up. Yeah, we don't want that going to that warehouse. I forgot about that. So load. Can go and unload. We'll leave it in the depot for now. This one is, I think, just trying to get re-established on the route. It's taking a lot of different tracks there. There's this transfer down here. This should help to get them on the right track. It seems to be stopping every light. It probably doesn't have to. It probably thinks there's still a train there. As you can see, it keeps stopping and starting. Green light though, it should be able to continue through. Again, these are just more bugs. There's nothing there to prevent it. We've got green lights to the end, but it's still stopping. So yeah, I don't know how these things still exist in the game after 5 or 6 years. A little bit silly, isn't it? Come on, get there. I want this thing to get there so we can deploy our train. Let's go, let's deploy that. Is that push? Whoa. No issues on that route. Let's see which one he takes. He's going to come down there as expected. Is he going to now change track, or is he going to continue down the same side? No, he's continued down the same side. That's brilliant. Okay, he's stopping with coal and then he's turning around for some reason. That is not what we wanted him to do. We wanted him to go right down to the export. I wonder why he's done that. Right, I'm going to monitor it again. Just watch till he's left the area so we can have peace of mind that this entire operation is going to run efficiently. He's going to pick up the 300 tons of coal. Okay, great. The geological mapping is finished as well, so we'll be ready for the iron mine objective. 300 tons of coal. There shouldn't be a collision here on the route. Yeah, so he's on a different train track. For some reason he's come back here rather than going to export. A little bit silly there with some of the glitching. Speeding it up though to let it sort itself out. Now they shouldn't change tracks unless they've got a changeover in the actual track. Jopolotsk, Sargrad. Okay, he's changed to the inside track, that's nice. He's actually using a different route. That tells me there's probably not going to be issues this time if he continues to do that. Yes, so green light for this guy. And as you can see, they're changing. Well, they were changing then as he was driving through them. They're changing there for the cars. Send him back there, and then I'll add more wagons on, and then this one here can probably reduce the amount of wagons, or maybe even increase the amount of wagons it's got as well. Actually no, let's leave that one. I don't want to change it. Green light. It passes the Sargrad University District. Using different tracks now, using the different ones, the inside tracks. As expected. Into the warehouse, yes, it works out perfectly. Well, granted they can't get from these two to this one after that other point, so it's like just limited to these two, which is good. And this one should take this route straight back through. Yeah, brilliant. Let's see how many more wagons we can add onto this. Hopefully a couple more. Okay, that's the maximum amount. This row is for a different train, I believe, so there's no point in how do you sell that? Oh, you cannot. Can you put it on there? It's got a plus button on it. Train is too long for this depot. I see, so that will get sold. Hopefully, can you sell it? I'm clicking on it, it's not doing anything. Anyway, we're going to do the same thing, so open and start. Train depot is literally just for storing trains and adding new loads onto it. Okay, 9 coal hoppers on there, that's enough to get the coal out. A whopping 450 tons is the maximum that the train can pull. So that means this is it's not going to pull in a lot of money from the coal, which means we need to focus on the clothing industry export, really. We've exported all there, we probably don't need to import to this warehouse anymore because they've got 171 tons. So in this case we can change the wagon that takes it from there to there and do it from there to there instead. That goes there, there, and there. That's fine. That goes from there to there. So we need to just reverse the order basically. Unload there and load there, and that should sort the problem out. Another one, let's check this. So same thing. Unload, load. There we go. So we've got 2 taking it from this back warehouse, which is now going to be able to store hopefully some more, and the warehouses here should also be able to store things. As you can see, they've reduced their capacity. Alcohol is still very much a problem though in terms of storage. 500 tons of crops. That's a lot though, a heck of a lot. We're pretty much just storing exclusively fabric and clothes. You know, food, alcohol. This is going to be the export warehouse. There's no point in sending directly there from the factories. We'll send it from this one over here, which is going to clean up the industry area a little bit. There to there to there. That can't store... Oh, it can store alcohol. Let's do that then. Yeah, so rather than going there, let's send it into that one. Get rid of that one. That means these two warehouses get there as well. We'll go there. I think there's only one lorry there doing that job, which is good. I can't remember how many I've got. It looks like we've only got 3 on the go. We might have to just reduce the amount of traffic. So let's see how much he's going to pick up. He's already got fabric. He should hopefully pick up some clothes and alcohol and food. And store it in there for the transport to the station. It's really a complicated system here. We could probably make it easier, obviously, just by sending it to warehouse here, but this one's not very good on capacity either. You know, it's 24%. It's not got much room there for much alcohol or food. Anyway, guys, this has been a long episode. I think let's just save it. Grantugoslakia will continue. Thank you for your support, and if you are enjoying, continue to watch. We'll see how the train system and the economy develops. Coal mining town, past Zhilopolatsk to Zhajalis is looking very nice, and this warehouse, this store here is already at 400 tons. The maximum 450 there. I mean, it's just going so well. It's hard to believe it's actually happening. Amazing. Anyway, guys, yeah, like I say, if you enjoy, continue to watch. Let me know your suggestions. If you've got any better maps or routes, etc., let me know how it's going. Industry's coming well, and we'll continue with the mining next time, the iron mine and steel production. So take care. I'll see you then.